Okay, yes, good evening, class. I hope that you all are doing fine. So, today we are going to start with a case study, right? So, let us see how much you remember. Okay, yes, so students of class plus 2, consisting of 150 students, are doing summer internship in school. One afternoon, they are told to unload a shipment of new release, stock the bookshelves, and then dispose of all waste packaging and paper. All the students decided to work in their own way. What will happen? Yes, class. Do you think that they will be able to achieve the success, the goal that they have like decided for them? No. Very good. And why will be they not be achieving that goal? Yes, because there is no proper coordination as well as organizing is certain thing that is missing. Planning and organizing is certain thing that is missing. Right? So now class, what we were doing? Yes, very good. We were studying about organizing and its steps. Class, do you remember the steps of organizing before we jump towards today's topic? Yes, firstly to identify the work, then divide it, okay. Then create what? Departments, very good. And then establish authority and responsibility. Okay, there was one more before we go towards that. Basically, giving them directions like what to do, how to do, right? Great class. So, now steps of organizing. Today, we will be studying more about, like, in detail about the steps of organizing and their importance, right? Okay, yes, class. I hope you remember this particular activity also, that you are a student coordinator of 12th class and you have to organize a sports week in your school for 1 week with your class identify. Okay, yes, so you are planning about for what? Okay, my cursor is not working. Okay, yes, so what you have to plan? Like, what are the things that you will be doing, class? Yes, you will be planning. So, what are the basic thing that you will be doing for the sports week? So, there will be like number of activities. Okay, you will be preparing the list of activities. Like this is the, and when you have to do, next week you have to do. Okay, so you have time till next week. Okay, and then who is going to do it? Now, who basically, for example, you want some sports equipment. So, give any name of the student. Okay, Tina will be bringing all the sports equipment. Then you need attendance of the students. Who will be collecting that? Right, class? Who will be collecting that? That will be collected by Firdos. Okay. And yes, class, how you're going to do these things? You will be visiting the sports club. Okay. And sports shop. Okay. Also different classes for attendance. Very good, class. So now you know how to plan and organize the things, right? So same way in organization also planning and organizing takes place, right? These are the first step in every organization, right? Okay, yes, class. So now basically you are the manager and you can guide them, right? In which case you can guide them is basically that you can organize the things in the better way, right? You can be the leader. you can become the organizer for them, right? So now class, you know these steps, now you remember these steps. What are the steps of organizing? Yes, the first one is the identification of work, second one is dividing the work, and then getting or what we have to do. So what firstly we need to know that what we need to do. Okay, so we need the list we have. Okay, so now we need to bring the sports equipment related with that sports activity. So we have divided, so we identified first, so we have divided the work. Okay, so one will be going for the sports club and one will be visiting the sports shop, okay, to bring the equipments, and we have also divided the equipments, so that will be second. Second basically becomes the departmentalization, right? So now we have created, one will be just taking care of the sports equipment, one will be taking care of the catering, another will be taking care of the students, okay, because it's sports week, so people will eat also, right? So some catering should be also there. Then last one department could be for the students, like taking care of the discipline of the students, then assigning them duties. Okay, so people who are in this are doing this thing, right? Now you have just created the departments. Now people will be also there, like one or two people over there. Okay, then you have to tell, okay, yes, Tina will be reporting directly to the Prabnur, and Prabnur will be directly reporting to Rahul. So you will create that chain of hierarchy, right class? So now you have to tell me which activity will be going with which step, right? So if I talk about identification and division, okay, I will be reading about the activity and then you will mark it. Okay, yes, class. So first activity that we have is making groups according to same pedagogy. So what we are creating, class? We are creating departmentalization. Okay, the people from the same pedagogy. As I said, the people who will be dealing with the catering will be coming under catering department. So we have created a separate department. Internship of 60 students, dividing the students in three groups. Firstly, we have identified how many students would be there, 60 students. For sports club also we will check the attendance of the students and then we will divide them. Okay, so that's our first step. And then is assignment of duties. Teachers will evaluate the students and teacher will present as per the schedule. Okay, that is basically the authority. We will assigning the duties that teachers as mentors will be taking care of the things, right? I guess there is some issue with this, but okay, it's working right. So now you're clear with class, the steps, you all have marked it correctly. You were a little confused in the assignment of duties and establish of authority and responsibility. So when we talk about assignment of duties, we are not establishing authority at that time. That you will be reporting to this, okay? You have this kind of powers, right? We talk about these things once we have assigned the duties. So assigning of duties is first. Firstly, we will say the teachers, okay, yes, teachers, so you are the mentor of this group, this pedagogy. For example, there are six pedagogies. Okay, okay, three groups are there. So there are three pedagogies. There is commerce, English, and social science, right? So, okay, Reena teacher would be taking care of social pedagogy. So firstly, I have assigned. Okay, so now under Reena there can be different teachers, like only Reena is not there in social science. So now Reena will be creating that authority and what we can say responsibility. She will be giving the authority to delegate the authority to different teachers. They will be evaluating, they will be reporting back to Reena, right? And then Reena will be reporting back to the one who has organized this particular event, internship, the head of internship, right, department. So now this you have to fill. Dash of the activities is the first step of organizing function. Which activities? Identification. Very good class. Now you are able to understand the concept very well. Do you think organizing in helpful for business? What do you think? Every organization should spend some time on collecting the things, right? On organizing. Yes, they must. Organization, when we talk about the word organization, it itself says about organizing, right? So it's very much important for an business. So now, class, you have to tell me why it is important. If there will no organizing, what will be there? Very good. There will be lot of confusion. Great class. There will be confusion. Then burden of work, because as it will be not divided, so there can be chances like only one person is doing the whole work. What else we can say, class? Very good. Lacks the clarity of work. No one will be knowing what they want to do and how they want, they expect, like basically the organization expect from them. So lacks clarity of work. So what work they need to do and how they need to do, they're not clear about it. Right? Who to report, where to report. He will be confused again, that who is my mentor, where I need to go, what is my department. So these are the basically the questions that they will be having. Very good class. So you have given very good answers. Okay, so moving towards this, let us understand more about the organizing. Like what is the need of organizing through this video that I am going to play. Okay, yes, class. Okay, now we are going to start with the new thing, that is organizational structure. So you will watch this video and then you will tell me that what you have observed. Then we will discuss on that, right?
Hello there, buddy. With a little help from my animated friends, let's find out what organizational structure means. And meet Nancy. She's the Chief Executive Officer, or CEO of Awesome Corp, a company with 35 employees. This is Jim. He's the Chief Operating Officer, or COO, of Awesome Corp. He's Nancy's second in command and reports directly to her. Jim oversees a wide variety of areas, including production, sales, and marketing. Mutlu is the Chief Financial Officer, or CFO. Simply put, he's responsible for the financial health of the company.
Okay, yes, class. So now can you tell that there is a line of authority and
Nancy,
responsibility
Jim,
over
and
here?
Mutlu are
Yes, class. So Nancy is basically having the supreme authority, but then she has like delegated her authority to these two people, right? Let us understand more about it. Then you will be explaining
Awesome
everything.
Corp's executive team. But Awesome Corp has more employees than just three, a lot more. Let's take a look at the financial department. As you remember, Mutlu is the CFO. This is his team. Layla is a senior receivables accountant. She manages accounts receivables. That's the money coming into the company from its customers. She makes sure invoices get issued and that Awesome Corp gets paid on time. This is Thomas. He's Layla's peer, meaning that they are likely to receive comparable compensation.
Now see, class. So now here, who is like coming in the head of the authority? Right, the finance department head, right? He is the authority now. Then he has again delegated his authority to whom? Lala and Thompson, right? So this is how the organizational structure works. The supreme one delegates their authorities to the lower ones, then lower ones to their lower ones, and lower ones to their lower ones. So you can say there is a flow chart basically, right?
And they both report to Mutlu. Thomas's area is slightly different though. Thomas handles accounts payable. That's the money that the company pays to its suppliers and service providers. He also happens to handle the company's taxes. Susan is a procurement specialist. She works with the company's suppliers and partners to make sure the company always has sufficient resources and that service contracts are up to date. She frequently scouts new vendors in order for Awesome Corp to get the best prices. Thomas is her manager. Ahoy, financial department. Of course, there are more departments. Together, all these employees from Awesome Corp.
Okay, yes, class. So tell me that what do you think is the responsibility of Lela, whom she is reporting to? Yes, he is reporting to Madhu. Then Madhu is reporting to Nancy. So if we have to club this chart together, so what we will be saying that this is a, yes, class, what we will be saying that this is a, we will be saying that this is a organizational structure. Like this is how a company is working. Okay, this is the structure of the company, right? Great, class. So now, class, you tell me that what do you understand about from the term organizational structure? Yes, very good. This is how the chain of authority and responsibility runs in the company. Very good, class. So you have understood the thing. So let's move further. Now we have the importance of organizing, right? So as we have started with a point, importance of organizing, and organization structure is also one of the, like I would say, benefits. That's why people go for organizing, right? Because organizational structure comes under organizing. Like when you're organizing, you establishes authority and responsibility. So this is also one of the importance of organizing, that why people go for organizing, right? So first one is benefits of specialization. So once you know your duty, once you are clear about your work, and you keep on repeating it for, like, yes, class, for how many times you want to repeat that thing? For 100 times, right? Okay, for 100 days if you are working, so what you will get, class? Won't you get the, very good, you will get the mastery of the content. Okay, you will be master of your work, so you will know how to deal with the things and what to do, right? So that is the benefit of specialization. Now next you will be telling me first, okay, clarity in working relationships. Class, do you remember that what will happen if there is no organizing? There will be lack of clarity of work, as well as who to report, where to report. So what do you think, if there will be organizing, so there will be clarity of working relationships? That means, very good, how many power I have, how much authority do I have, whom I need to report to, I am accountable to what. Okay, so that is basically the working relationships. Optimum use of resources. Now we are, like when we are collecting the things, okay, we are also focusing on the wastage. Like there should not be any kind of wastage, right? That's why we are dividing the work. While you're dividing the work, burden will get reduced. If burden will get reduced, what will happen, class? The cost will also get reduced, time will get saved. Okay, Slash, now you have to give me some examples of specialization of work. Right, a motor car company, every day they are preparing that same parts of the car, right? Now they have become what? Specialized. Okay, or we can say assembling of the car. Every day they are assembling the parts of the car. So every day when they are doing it, they are becoming specialized, they are having mastery on it, experts on that, right? Any other specialization of work? Okay, your mother is a tailor, right? So your mother is a tailor, so now she has become, from how many years she is working in this field? From 10 years. So now she calls herself the master. That is a very good thing, that you keep on learning, because learning never ends, class. Okay, but still we can say that now she is able to, like, work in a proper manner, right? Okay, yes, class. So there are certain examples that I have for you. Like if we talk about hotel management, okay, the people, basically the manager, he will be also getting the specialization of work, because there is a course of time that they have to spend before they join the thing. Then again, for army there is a proper course of work, there is proper training, same way for the engineers as well as for the labor, right? So they get the specialization of work. You have seen that if you as well as a labor came and they have to like break this wall, who will be taking less time? Because labor, yes, you're right, labor will be taking, because labor is expert in their fields. You don't know how to break which brick is some where easy to break, right? So that is the thing. Enhanced productivity because of the specific workers performing specific job on regular basis. Every day they are doing that thing. When every day they are doing that thing, what they will become specialized in that work. So that will be leading to the process of specialization. A very good class. Okay, yes. So now you have to become the problem solvers, and that's the best part. So Ankit recently joined DAV Public School in Jalandhar. He is new to the organization. He has prepared lesson plans for his class 10th. After a few days, his coordinator told that the method is wrong. So he prepared as suggested by her. After a few days, the vice principal came for inspection and told that the new lesson plan is totally wrong. What's the problem Ankit is facing now? Yes, class. So, first, he is new here, right? He is preparing the lesson plans. Coordinator came and she said everything is wrong. Then, after some days, vice principal inspected. She also said everything is wrong. So, what is happening with Ankit? Where he is lacking? Okay, he is not lacking in something. I am literally like impressed right now. So, he is not being directed in the right way. As he's new, he does not know how to do things. So the person who is guiding him, maybe his mentor, is someone who is not guiding him correctly. Then even the coordinator also does not have the proper clarity, right? Maybe the vice principal has a different approach for the lesson plan, but that has not been communicated to different levels yet, right, class? So that's the case. So clarity in the working relationships is the thing that was missing in the above example. So you should know whom to report, and there should be proper communication between them. Okay, when we talk about authority and responsibility, the production manager procured raw material for production when the production was complete. It was then told to sales department. They told that the current stock is sufficient enough to meet the demands till next year, and now they have excess of stock. What is the cause of overproduction? Yes, class, what was the thing? Production manager procured raw material for production when the production was complete. This is only wrong at this step. Why he has procured raw material when production has stopped? And then he is saying to the sales department, okay, if we have enough for the next week. Yes, very good. We can say all of these. There was lack of communication. Then there was inefficient use of resources. He must know that how much are required for the production, and then overlapping of work. That's why there have been overproduction. So, to save the company or organization from such cases or accidents of overproduction, there is organizing as coming as a weapon, or we can say as a solution, by providing them the yes, the way of optimum utilization of resources. Organizing basically teaches you that how you can use the resources to their like to their best and reduce the wastages. So efficiency as well as effectiveness. So how can a company achieve specialization? Yes, class. If you are the CEO and you want your like workers to be specialized, so how you can achieve that specialization? What you will be doing? Okay, for specialization, you will be conducting webinars. Okay, what else? That's very good. Making them do the same thing on daily basis for a certain limit time, right? Limited time. Clarity of working relationships. What you will do, class? Great. You will be creating a organizational structure, right? So from organizational structure, you will be able to understand, like from that flow chart, everyone will be able to understand whom they need to report, why they need to report, what they need to report, right? And for optimum utilization of resources, what you can do? Very good. You can hire certain supervisors, foremen. They will be taking care of this. You can assign them the duties that they have to evaluate at how much have been used and what is left. Can it be reused or what can be done with that? Right? Okay, yes, class. The assignment of jobs avoids overlapping of work and also makes possible the best use of resources. Okay, yes. So what we can say, is it this statement true? When you have assigned your jobs properly, you have divided the work, right? There is teams, departments. So what will happen? Yes, there will be no overlapping of work because every person is not doing the same thing again and again. Only one person is doing who has been assigned. Yes, class. Now there is dash removes the ambiguity in transfer. Ambiguity basically means vagueness, the unclarity in transfer of information and instructions. Very good. The clarity in working relationships. When once you have that clarity of working relationships, you know what to do. Okay, who you have to report, whom you are accountable to, right? So let us recapitulate class. So today we have done about discussed about these steps of organizing. Then we have discussed about why we need organizing. Organizational structure is a new thing for you that you have studied today. Afterwards, you have to studied about what class? Yes, we have discussed about basically the 3 points that why we need the organizing. First one was for specialization to become the master of their content. Second one was to establish the, or can say, to have the clarity of working relationships. Okay, so whom to report where, accountability, authority, everything will be clear because you will be assigning the roles. And third one is optimum utilization of resources. Then you will be hiring, or then you will be having persons who will be keeping a check on the resources whether they have been properly utilized or not. And once you have divided the work, automatically the burden of the work will reduce down, the wastages will reduce down, right? So now class, I have sum up this chapter. Now it's your time to speak, so you have to firstly tell me the steps of organizing. What are the four steps of organizing? Identification and division, very good, of what? Work. Then departmentalization. Then defines the role, now you're getting into the line. And last one is establish authority and responsibility, very good. And yes class, what were the examples for the specialization in your real life? Okay, Madhu's mother being the tailor, right? What else? Any other examples? Engineer, army officer, very good class. Okay, yes. So do you think that these steps of organizing are in the right manner, in the right direction? Definitely, because when you see, they are also interlinked with each other. Okay, they are creating a chain. Okay, yes, class. So now you have to tell me that what is the importance of organizing. There are three important. Yes, what are the benefits? First one is that it will lead to specialization. Second one is that it will lead to what? Clarity of working relationships. And third one is optimum utilization of resources. Yes, class. What is that thing that we can like have the proper working relationships? What is one thing that is required? That is known as the flowchart organizational structure. Very good class. So you have this homework that you will be creating one of the organizational structure for your family also. Okay? Yes. Or suppose it to be your company, you can give it a name and then create an organizational structure. Like you have to create the departments, the department heads, then you have to create the foreman, supervisor, and then end the worker. Complete flowchart from top to lower management, right? So this is your homework, this is a case study. So you have to basically tell that what is the function of management highlighted over here, and then you have to write the importance of it. Okay, that what is the importance of it and what are the steps involved in that function. Okay, so I'm just giving you the hint, it starts from O. Okay, then you have to write that why do you require organizing and what is the status of organizing in today's world. If we talk about 21st era, okay, century, so what is the current condition of organizing? Is it taking place in the same way the that we are reading, or steps have increased? What has happened, the change you have to, you can create a video of it, and then you can send it to me, right class? So thank you so much class. I hope that you have now clarity about the organizing, its steps, and what is the importance of it, right? Thank you so much. Yes. Any doubts you can write in the comment box. Okay? Happy learning class.